Hawaii. She blends cultural wisdom with clinical expertise, ensuring that no young person is priced out of paradise. A mother of four, she leads with aloha and ambition. Please welcome Haley.
3 years ago, I sat exactly where you are. I was uncertain about my next career move, but I knew one thing. I had to take action. After ROI, I flew back to Hawaii and I took out a $100,000 loan to build a dream that wasn't fully formed yet. You see, my son came out as trans, and it broke me in ways I never expected. I was terrified that I did something wrong, terrified of the suffering that he would face in this world that just wasn't built for him. I couldn't control the bullying, the judgment, the rejection from friends, family, the church. I couldn't protect him from everything, but I could create a space where he and kids like him could feel safe, seen, and deeply loved. That's how our cafe was born. It's a safe space for LGBTQI+ youth to access free therapy, drink boba, play games, but most importantly, find belonging. But nobody prepared me for what came next. That first year was absolutely brutal. The business grew quickly, but the reimbursements came slowly or not at all. The demand was high, too high, but the thought of turning any of these kids away simply wasn't an option. So we ran out of money, and I almost closed our doors after only 12 months. I returned to ROI the following year, broke, exhausted, and defeated. But even in that state, I got what I came for. I saw Ray, a non-binary millionaire, standing confidently on this stage. And in that moment, my eyes filled with tears and hope, and I made a powerful promise to myself. My kid was gonna be okay. These kids didn't need my tears or pity or my excuses. They needed proof of possibility. Leaving ROI, something shifted inside of me. I wasn't just inspired, I was ready. So I flew back home, I gave my 2 weeks, I quit my job to go all in on this dream. But let me tell you the truth, I didn't feel bold and I didn't feel courageous. When I took out that loan, I cried every day for a whole week. When I quit my job, I was depressed, I was lonely, and I felt super irresponsible. But when we ran out of money, I physically felt nauseous with failure. But do you know what was worse than all of that? The worst part was the moment I realized that I was the barrier, that I was paralyzed by fear. Because fear is often an invitation to something greater than ourselves. So I accepted that invitation. I rolled up my sleeves and we literally got to work. We renovated, we DIY'd, and we hustled for funding every single day. For 2 whole years, I heard the word no. I didn't take a salary, and I swallowed my pride after every rejection. And every time I wanted to give up, I had to relearn how to let go. You see, letting go is not a one-time decision. It is a daily practice. I had to let go of the belief that money and meaning cannot coexist. Without money, our dreams are not sustainable. But without meaning, these dreams are not even worth sustaining. As a social worker and therapist, I know burnout intimately. I know how powerless it feels for outside forces to dictate the care that we can provide. But to everybody in this room, please remember that you are the expert and you are the greatest asset in healthcare and in your business. You are the thought leader and you are the change maker our system so desperately needs. We can build something better than what currently exists. But in order to do that, we must train our nervous system to override fear, discomfort, and distress. Resilience is not something that we're born with, it's something we must train for. And I define resilience differently than I did prior to owning a business. I now define it as how quickly I can return back to baseline after crashing out and facing dysregulation. And after 3 years of falling and rising, I'm finally becoming the mother that my son always deserved. And, and I'm becoming the leader that I was always destined to be, because rising through pain is exactly how we can build a future stronger than our past. Today, Spill the Tea Café isn't just a dream. It is home to over 600 queer youth in Hawaii. We have grown to a team of 30 amazing, affirming clinicians, and we are actively fighting the youth suicide crisis in our state. And we are winning. 3 years ago, I couldn't even say the words, "my kid is trans," but tonight I stand before you as a founder, an H6 social impact entrepreneur, and a proud mother of my son, who's now thriving. But this journey really isn't about him, it's about me. Finally learning how to break free from the judgment of others. It's about me learning to let go of guilt and shame. Because letting go is hard, but holding on is harder.